Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, editorial director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. I'm continuing my series on detailing the split I've been using for about the last year or so. Today I'm going to be talking about my shoulders and traps workout. I did two videos previously. You can check those out. They're recent videos. I did a chest and triceps video and a back and biceps video, so I'm going to cover shoulders and triceps in this video. Now, before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, hit up my Q&A link below. Come on over, post your questions in that Q&A link. I answer every question posted. The best questions I turn into a video just like this. So I'm making this series to kind of give you guys an idea how I'm training, maybe to give you some intermediates, an idea of how to make some chesticular fortitude gains, some tricepticon gains, all that kind of good stuff. Now, my split is Monday chest and triceps, Tuesday back and biceps, Wednesday off. Now on Thursday I'll come back and I'll do shoulders and traps. And here's what I start off with. Usually I start off with a overhead press variation. What I normally do is standing barbell presses, or I do seated behind the neck presses, or I'll do standing dumbbell presses. Sometimes I'll do alternating dumbbell presses. I really like the standing alternating dumbbell presses. Sometimes I'll do seated dumbbell presses. It doesn't really matter. Now when I do overhead barbell presses, I'll usually do something like 3 sets of 8 by 10 or 4 sets of 8 by 10. When I'm doing dumbbell presses, I'll run the rack. I'll start with a lighter weight, usually 50s, and I'll do alternate, like 5 total reps on each arm for a total of 10 reps. Then I'll move on to the 55s. Then I'll move on to the 60s, and I'll keep going all the way to the hundreds. So I'll do about 10 sets on the alternating dumbbell presses, doing 5 reps with each arm. That's when I'm doing dumbbell presses. Again, when I'm doing barbells, I'll just do like 3 or 4 by 10 reps. So that's what I start off with, an overhead press variation. From there, I move on to one of my favorite supersets, and that is a superset with single arm dumbbell upright rows and bulldozer laterals. Now let me explain. I do 3 sets of 10 by each, okay? This is one of my favorite sets, my favorite supersets, one of my favorite shoulder exercises. They've been helping me pack on shoulder mass this year like no one's business. Now here's what you do. You grab a dumbbell and you do, first off, I got this backwards. I start off with bulldozers and then I do the single arms. So the bulldozers lead off my superset. Now the bulldozers, you have a dumbbell in one arm. You start off on this side and you power it up. Power it up. Power it up, you explode. It's not like these, lazy foo-foo laterals, bullshit laterals. You power it up. You start on your opposite leg, you power it up. You come to rest, you power it up. That's a bulldozer lateral. So I'll do 3 sets of 10. After I'm done, I'll set it at my side and I'll do 3 sets of 10 of dumbbell upright rows, just like this. Then I'll switch over to the other arm, do 3 sets of 10 on dumbbell laterals, and then 3 sets of 10 on upright rows. So that's what I do by this point, especially if I'm doing alternating dumbbell overhead presses. My shoulders are pretty much fried. From here, what I do is I move on to a machine exercise, a machine overhead press. This is an exercise me and Ronnie Coleman, Mr. Olympia, did at the Power Station gym. What I'll do is usually 4 to 5 sets of about 10 reps. After that point, I've been moving on to cable laterals. Now don't laugh, but they've been working really well. This is a good finisher because at this point, I am pretty much spent. My shoulders are spent. So the cable laterals, I do single at a time. I do nice, slow, and controlled. Get a good feel, get a good extension, nice and controlled, get a good burn. This is just a finisher because, especially if I'm doing alternating dumbbell overhead presses, and then this superset, by the time I'm here, I'm done. After that, my side and front delts, are fried. Now, after this point, I do 2 exercises for the rear delts. I do face pulls. For about 4 to 5 sets of 10. That could be ramping in weight, starting light, or that could be just heavier weight. If I start light, I'll start more slow and controlled, and then I'll start to speed up and get more powerful as the weight gets heavier on the stack. So I'll start with that, and then I'll move to the reverse pec deck, or reverse flies, or whatever you want to call them, reverse pec deck. And there I'll do a run the stack. I'll do about 6 to 8 sets. I'll start off light, and I'll get a nice slow controlled. I'll really focus on that squeeze and that contraction. Then I'll add a little bit more weight, focus on slow and controlled. As the weight gets heavier, I'll start to get more explosive, but still focusing on that contraction, that feel. So I end up doing about 6 to 8 sets. The last 3 are more explosive. That is a brutal shoulder workout. Now, when I'm done with that, usually I'll move on to barbell, or we have a shrug machine where you can load up like 8 bazillion plates on each side. Usually I'll sit and do that for 2 to 3 sets. So I'll do shrugs. I'll do some form of shrugs after all this is done. What you do doesn't matter. Just strap up, use heavy ass weight. There's a billion shrug variations I put over at tigerfitness.com. Use whatever you want other than the mind-muscle connection bullshit. Or look, the other day I see these guys at the gym doing these reverse shrugs with like 70 pounds on a barbell. I ain't gonna do shit. Strap up some heavy fucking weight. Do some heavy fucking barbell shrugs. Do some heavy fucking machine shrugs. Or do a bazillion reps of heavy fucking dumbbell shrugs. Don't do that pussy shit if you want to build big traps. So guys, that's my shoulder and traps workout. If you have any questions or comments, guys, hit up my Q&A link below. I answer every question posted. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.